Alright, welcome folks to Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm ready for a brand new game. Yeah, this is startup. Now, I haven't played the module, the tabletop, in quite some time. I think it's almost been a year. Let's see here, we're going to accept all this. Let's see here, story mode, modules. We're going to go normal. Because I remember Pathfinder being... Let's see here, we have a fighter, paladin, ranger, sorcerer. We're going to create a brand new character. Yeah. Okay, so I think we can play as a druid. I'm thinking human druid. Because first off, I like the animal companions. Yeah. I think these are NPC portraits too. That's an elf. This one's the most druidy. I mean, that looks like a cleric. A dwarf. That looks like a barbarian. Kick-ass barbarian, by the way. That looks acceptable. Sure, that looks acceptable. Okay, so druids are very important. They need wisdom. And we're definitely going to stick with this. Let's see here. On creation, a character gets 2 bonus points to their thing. So we're definitely going to put it into wisdom. Left-handed, right-handed. We're definitely going to stick with male. Right-handed. Body types. Heavy set, lean. We'll go with medium. Can we zoom in on the face? I guess we can't zoom in. Oh, that looks fine. Skin tone. That looks fine. Hairstyle. Bald. I mean, I'm sure we're going to get like armor and stuff like that. So I guess that's default. And beard, yes, we definitely want a beard. And do we have black or dark brown? That's light brown. Yeah. You don't really get that much or that many options. Pretty standard array. Okay, and then we're going to go with druid. Hopefully. Is there a druid? Yes, right here. So druids have an alignment that must be met. It also has reload, natural bond, druid defenses. Do we have spontaneous summoning, which is cool. Detect alignment restriction, that's fine, and then natural bond. I'm definitely going to go with the second option is then the animal companion. Like normal animals of this kind, this animal gains hit dice, abilities, and skills. So we're going to have a full party of awesome sauce. We have fortitude and will. Both are highly focused on. We're going to go with animal companion. And wolf. Definitely wolf. I always like the wolf. It's some size, it grows and gains natural things. Oh, Smiling On's cool. Monder lizard. Mastodon, that would be funny. Leopard, that'd be cool. Giant centipede, interesting. Elk, dog, boar. I think in the original Player's Handbook, it was bear, boar, wolf, and then maybe leopard. I think leopard's one of it too. We're going to go with wolf. Wolves are pretty cool. Next, then I think we get all these things. And this is our ability points, and we're definitely going to put into here. Okay, so I want to be fairly balanced because when we transform into animals, we actually get ability score modifiers. So we're probably going to want a fairly balanced character. Alright, we do want skills. Charisma can be helpful, but I think intelligence will help us out more. And that we will use skills. So I think we're going to put more into skills. Let's go ahead and bump that up. We've got one more point that we can put somewhere. Can we do this? We can do this. So, like, he's going to be a survivor. I mean, skill points are really, really good. I think that'll be fine. I think that'll be fine for now. That's very good because we'll have save, and then damage. And then we will take 4 skill points. Put 1 in perception. Put 1 in athletics. Wow, they really simplify this. There used to be a lot more stuff. Knowledge nature sounds good. And then knowledge world. Put 1 in here. Can't do persuasion. We do want some slight persuasion. I think that'll work. What's the current stats? It's already at +5, so I don't need to bounce that up anymore. So, what else are we going to take? Let's just go ahead and focus on what we got. So, nature and world. And then I think we get stats. Stat boost every 4, I think. I think this is good. This is good. We'll keep going. And then radical bonus. Into wisdom. That'd be a nice boost. I think that'll work. Because most of our skills are based off of wisdom. Or spells and stuff like that. So I think that's viable. And then, what's this? Choose ability. Do spell focus. Dodge is really nice. +1 AC. Orc ferocity. Oh, man. So, when in animal form, you don't always benefit from all the feats that you have. Proof initiative is pretty nice, but we already have a +2. We have toughness. So I always take toughness, which gives you more HP. Where's toughness? You gain 3 HP, and for every hit dice you gain beyond 3, you gain additional +1. If you have more than 3 hit dice, you gain +1 hit points. Okay, so we're definitely going to take toughness. What's this? You bond with an animal companion is usually close. The abilities of your animal companion are calculated as though your class were 4 levels higher to maximize effects. I don't know if we need that. I think we're actually starting with that. And power attack. Power attack's nice. Persuasion would be nice. Iron Will. Improve initiative's nice as well. Great Fortitude's good as well. All this stuff's good. We're going to take dodge, because I believe dodge stacks. So +1 AC, +1 HP. So our guy will be extremely tanky and survivable.
A mere flesh wound.
Confidence.
Let's shake a leg.
I have no need for this. Our time has come. Strike as one.
I'm kind of like
We
a
cannot
pious.
be defeated.
Let us bide our time.
My wounds pile on.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Uh,
Let us be off.
Defeat is not an option. Together we stand.
Okay, and then our birthday. We want to make it our actual birthday. I think that's correct. Yep. Okay, so if those who know it, it'd be Nith, 11th day of Nith. Then we'll have to choose an alignment. We have alignment restrictions. We're definitely going to go with neutral good. I usually play neutral good. This is a neutral good campaign. And our character's name will be Lucan. He looks pretty decent. And next. Are we missing anything? That. Oh, did we choose pious?
Let us press on.
Okay, there we go. Boom. Alright, so here we are at the end. So we have knowledge, arcane, spells. I don't want to take a penalty to charisma just for intelligence. I don't like dump stats. I hate dump stats. I never do that. We have to see here. We have fight defensively, natural sense, alignment restriction, detect magic, human, druid proficiency, spontaneous summonings, and then animal companion. Our attack bonus is +0 currently. We have druid proficiencies, and everything looks pretty good. This is your HP, defense, bonus, blah. AC is currently 13, which is terrible. Flat-footed is 10. Touch is 13. Speed is 30. Fortitude, reflex, and so we may get lightning reflexes in the future. Fey creatures dying in the first world always return to life, though they tend to lose most of their powers and abilities. This makes the Fey careless or even cruel.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
There's our animal companion. Nice.
Where are they? This is taking forever. They didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
All right.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
Okay.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder. Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
Let's see here. You're helping us found a barony. What do you gain from such generosity?
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around, or whatever it is you do.
Interesting.
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
It's clear as day. I have nothing else. It seems pretty simple and straightforward.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Okay.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet, go, and return in triumph.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson?
I am Lucan. Pleased to meet you.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something.
Speak.
How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
Wait, a book?
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain.
Huh.
You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly?
Seems legit.
And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
Not a bad plan. It's so then. I'll accomplish the feats and you'll write them down.
Deal.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
Excellent. First step to the road of glory. Excellent. So that was her. That was Lizzie. Tomorrow our glorious journey begins. Idle talk, can't wait. Adventure. Game. Adventure. Okay. Okay, so is there anybody else we need to talk to? Camera. You can move the camera by WS. Okay. Okay, I guess we're not talking. Anybody else? Okay, it's just exited the area. Must gather your party before venturing forth. This reminds me a lot like Baldur's Gate. Also, was a Divinity. I am enjoying the voice acting. So far, so good. Although it's been limited.
Help! Help!
What's going on?
The mansion's under attack. We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
Okay. Okay. Combat. You're not going anywhere. Okay, let's see here. Pause combat rolls. Okay. Sounds good.
We shall overcome.
It's a good solid hit. There we go. Leave it to the wolf. Okay, trophies. Interact with the option by holding the tab button. So tab. Awesome. Dagger. Well, he's dead. Well, let's see what's here. Assassins are already after. Follow me quickly. I got some of them. We need to help. What is this? This is... Okay. Get up! Nice.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory.
Tartugio?
Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the stolen lands.
Okay.
Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
Okay. Help him and then follow. Okay, companions. Click and drag, and then tab to see what all stuff they got. Up all. The wolf has inventory. That is cool. Copper ring.
Forwards.
See if there's anything else. More villains. Let's get them. They are capable of casting spells. To cast spells, press B button. Okay. And then target. Attack of opportunities. So B. Burning hands, magic missiles. Ouch, I got hit. Health and death. You see your character gets hit points whenever character loses. You can control HP. So that. To restore hit points, use healing potions and a long rest. Okay. So we'll look like that. We'll check our inventory. Light cure potions. Let's make sure everybody has some. And I can't give items to the wolf, unfortunately. Okay. That's good enough right there. See anything else? What's this? This is hide armor, correct? Hide armor should be good for us. What we currently have. Stud leather and then hide armor. Hide has higher armor class. Don't have to worry about that. And then, nice. Dagger, dagger, dagger. Ever-burning torch. I don't think we have anything in our other hand, right? Torch. Okay. There we are. Let's go ahead and explore this.
Without a doubt.
Empty notebook. They could have defended themselves, but they thought they could conquer the world. Okay, make sure that we didn't miss anything. Fish. Okay. Silver ring. Sure, look like that.
It's the end for you rats!
Let's go save her. Let's go save her. Come on.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
There we go.
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down. Blood for Gorum!
Somebody's angry.
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how heroes should be.
What, stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
True that. True that.
I will guide us.
That's a big group of assassins. So just drop your weapons and we'll spare your lives. Someone's been enlarged. That looks like a frost giant, actually. Okay. This passageway's blocked. You can't make it through this way. Alright. So we know that giants are coming this way. Gate is currently blocked.
Anything else?
Nice.
Leave this one to me.
Okay, skill checks. Sometimes interacting with objects requires a skill check. A successful skill check. Let's see here. That was a wonderful skill check.
Just die already!
Nice. Okay. Collect all of that. Let's see if there's anything else happening here.
Applause, please.
Okay. Branded plates, that's pretty good. Arrows.
Our path leads on.
Breastplate. Tower shield, holy crap, this is nice stuff.
What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders don't seem to have been working too hard for it. Maybe we should pocket it instead.
What? No, we're heroes, not thieves.
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over.
Gold, interesting. How much?
A lot. Take a look.
Are you out of your minds? We're in the middle of a battle. Blood flowing in rivers as an army of assassins chases us. And you want us to rob our host? A noble feat, to be sure.
Sure. That's a lot of gold. That's a lot of moolah. Grab that as well. Makes perfect sense. Grab the money while you can. Doesn't make any sense to leave it.
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jaethal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
Legitimate question.
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
Okay, so... Okay, you will encounter many traps on your adventures, and it requires a perception check. On a successful, see the trap's location. You have the trickery skill check to disable it. Okay. So, yes, see if we can find it.
Our time has come.
Tap out. Collect. Entangle, light, cure light wounds. It's actually used cure light wounds right now. Nice.
Share your will. How
Okay,
curious.
so there it is. Okay, trickery. What class is she, I wonder?
You have my attention.
Okay.
I will not falter.
Anything is possible. Applause, please.
Nice.
Request.
Okay, another one. Okay.
Forwards.
Anything else?
Let's be patient here.
Speak.
Adventures call to them.
Ask.
Okay.
I wrote it like I saw it. Applause, please.
Nicely
Let us
done
not
so
hesitate.
far. Let's see what's down here. Fertons and then chainmail. Collect all that.
Just letting the ink dry.
Scroll of Bless and Scroll of Faith. What are you dallying for? Right,
And then
more
our leader
badass.
charged forwards. Hey, wait
Go.
for me.
Oh my lord. That's a badass weapon. I'm kind of curious on what she's got. Sure, we'll click that. And loot that. Loot that. Okay. Interesting, interesting. I think this is a puzzle. I feel like this is a puzzle. I think we need to get all the swords up. Scrolls. Okay. Did they give us any hints in regards to anything found? You see Shield of Faith, a blessing, carved head, carved beads. So anything, just bramble, rusty horseshoe, silver disc. Is there anything else in regards to this? It said that this is in here. I don't think we're going to worry about it. We're going to keep going. Puzzles are fun and interesting and stuff like that, but let's see what's out here. More assassins. Kill them now! Ouch.
This ends you.
Serves you right.
Nice. Still have more bad guys here. Take that. Take that.
Grotus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
Pour one of the dwarf's healing potions into his mouth. This should help.
Too late. Forgive me. Oblivion is calling.
Aren't you a bit premature? Look at yourself. You barely got a scratch.
You're wrong. Who would know better than I the severity of my own wounds? I can feel the last drops of vital force leaving me.
Last attempt.
Ow.
There he goes.
Speaking to a dying man that way. Look, I can't even move. What? It can't be. But I'm gravely wounded. I can't even stand on my own 2 feet. Watch. It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god. Not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Arim is at your service.
Okay. All right. Our party grows. Did we miss anything? Those guards. Guards.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere. Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi.
Where's the hall?
You'll have to run through the fire. We've almost put it out at the entrance, so your main concern should be to not inhale any smoke. Hold your breath and take the first right, then head straight down the hallway.
Do you need help putting out the fire?
No, we'll manage. I've got my best people here, those who still live. Your place is by Lady Aldori's side.
It doesn't seem right. What if some of the guards are wounded? We need to help them.
I'll go immediately.
May Abadar keep you safe.
Just make sure that before we jump through fires and stuff like that, yes, Let's make sure that there's nothing else here. Let's just double check. So right there, right there, right there. Did we explore this section? Yeah. I feel like we explored it. Maybe we'll check this section out. I feel like we got everything. Maybe, maybe not. And that's blocked. That's blocked. I don't know if we checked that out. Okay, there's nothing there. Let's double check over here. And then, of course, there is that puzzle that we had. I guess we can't go back. Okay, all right. Let's just go through the fires. The fire's right here. Yeah. Wait a second, isn't that statues of the Stag Lord? Isn't that? I'm pretty sure those are statues of the Stag Lord. What are they doing here? I ain't going to question it. Might be just a developer's error. Drench ourselves in a bucket of water. Covered our nose and mouths and rushed inside. Nice. It's a good thing that we didn't waste our any time. After entering the building, taking a few steps forward, the wall behind us slanted and crashed down with a terrible cracking sound, blocking the way back. While we may not have planned on going back, we come in a little later. The flaming logs, red-hot bricks could have fallen right on our heads. Regardless, we are left with only one way to go. The hot air burns our lungs and our eyes, watered with smoke. But Lucan led us stubbornly through the flames, while Tartaglia did nothing useful at all. We'd made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall, and we heard someone calling for us. It was Vereri, one of the guards I'd chatted with for a bit in Banquet. Even then, in the calm settings, I'd been stunned by her beauty. But now, amidst the smoke and flame, she looked like an ancestral avenger, an armored deity, menacing but beautiful and merciful, descending upon the high sphere to help us poor mortals. She held a burning, barely alive guard in arms. There are two more, she shouted as she passed us by. They're wounded. Help me pull them out. Meanwhile, we have athletics, so rush in to save the guards. Nice. Saving the poor fellows didn't take long. Together we lifted them up and carried them out of the fire. Only then did Visera pause to catch her breath and wipe her sweat from her face. Thank you, that was truly noble of you, she said. And now let us rush to Lady Adora's aid. Ensuring that the guards we'd rescue relatively safe, we made our way to the hall and bowed the already into full swing. Cool. Cool. Cough, cough. Thought I was a goner.
Without a doubt.
Okay. We just grabbed extra stuff, I guess. Now where do we go? Guard, guard, guard. Okay. I'm glad that gave us stuff that we missed. I'm sure it was either hidden or something else. I don't know. Reinforcements are already here. Say your prayers, scum. Charge!
Who will prevail? Doesn't matter.
Attack! Focus fire, focus fire.
Unworthy.
Someone cast something. Nice. Nice. We're back in order, kind of. Nice.
We shall overcome.
That was a golem? Okay, let's see what we got here. Gonna collect all. Did we miss anything? Alright, let's talk to her. That's actually, yeah, it was a frost giant. Change shirt and then great axe. Okay.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger. And that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Okay.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring.
Take the ring from your pocket. You mean this ring? The one you gave me?
Yes. Such a gambit would be typical of Iroveti and his henchmen. And yet, it still seems suspicious. There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand, he's got the eyes of a spy and the mug of a spy.
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
What?
And not just that. Upon finding the guard's salaries in the armory, he immediately pocketed it all.
Awful. We were trying to take the money. We just wanted to keep it away from the bandits. Definitely we were trying to take the money. We were trying to keep it away from the bandits.
Any thief caught red-handed would say the same.
Okay, well, I tried.
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
Okay, whew.
Well, of course, theft is not to be condoned. However, when the fire burns around you, and you are but one step away from death, is it not insane to worry about laws and rules?
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here? He knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, he dallied as long as he could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. He was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
What? People were dying right in front of me? How could I just walk away?
Trying to save others is commendable, but Tartuccio's right. You were needed here more.
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but He behaved decently as a true leader.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight, not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Okay.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now.
Sure.
Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany?
If my leader allows, I would join his team. He seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
Okay, well, it's literally splitting down between good and evil.
To think. I'm coming with this man. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the stolen lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navacta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Leviton's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now.
Okay.
There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies. Tartuccio, your words are quite convincing. But I can't afford to trust words alone. If you're really innocent, I hope you'll prove it with your deeds. While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patox. But you should know that it isn't just Patox we need to worry about. The Royal House of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless.
Okay.
And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
Okay, interesting. So, we didn't get the undead, and we didn't get the dead dwarf. Interesting. If I open the cache, this outdoors thing. So there was...
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, stolen lands. Heroes are on the way.
Okay. Where are we going? Is this a big map? Where are we going? Okay, so we are right here. So there's the river. I suppose we're supposed to go somewhere. I will see you folks in the next video, but yeah, this is actually quite expansive. Yeah, I will see you folks in the next video, alright? Bye.